Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Court here at the APP Mesa Open. Lauren McLaughlin and Daniel Roditi here all day with you for Medal Match Sunday. We have another fabulous matchup coming up right now. It's going to be our men's pro singles gold medal match. We have John Cincola, who will be in the blue, Zane Navratil in the gray. And it's going to be another epic battle here. Bill Plesha will be our USA Pickleball certified referee for this match. We're again bundled up still. I have my full scarf. You're putting on some gloves. You got your flannel on. Bill's blinded by the sun over there, but he sees my thumbs up. So we are going to get kicking off here in this match. And a update for you guys at home. Up top there, we have our, it's Spencer. Oh, Spencer over here. It's Spencer, guys. He's running this whole production, killing it, kicking ass, taking
best.
names. So it has been an awesome weekend here in Mesa. But coming up next after this, we're going to have our men's pro doubles bronze medal match. So definitely stay tuned for that, but that is what is coming up next. We'll try and keep you guys apprised of what is coming up, as I know some things have changed just a little bit from the schedule that we put out before as things are playing. And an update and reminder, our women's pro doubles bronze medal match is happening on our Championship Court 2. It is recorded, so we will have that match for you guys to watch later on, but the ladies all opted to play and not wait around for the schedule to kind of keep the day moving and not wait as long. So we, of course, want to defer to the players and what they want to do. We know that's disappointing, of course, for you guys at home to not be able to watch that live, but we appreciate you guys understanding and know that it was the pros' decision to go ahead and play on that side court and have that recorded for later. So we have our gold match again. Zane Navratil and John Cincola, very long time practice partners now here in the Illinois-Wisconsin area. And unfortunately for John Cincola, he is 0 for a larger number against Zane Navratil in tournament play. He has never beaten Zane in a tournament. Navratil,
a lot of people
mentioned in an interview
inside-out forehand
that that won't last forever. John will get his number one of these times, so perhaps today is the day, and we'll make history here for John Cincola. But, of course, Zane Navratil is going to be hoping to keep his streak alive and well. That serve a little short after it clips the net. We do play let serves here, but that one dropped a little short, so it didn't quite make it into that box. Cincola, of course, has had a fabulous run here, taking down some big names, playing very well. Just defeated J.W. Johnson in the bronze medal match.
Yeah, great shot there by Zane, covering that line and creating that angle. Yeah, I'm excited to watch John play. I've never seen him. We just met really officially a little earlier this morning. And I'm excited to watch him play. I know he's a great player, and I'm excited about the fact that he is 41. So he is a fellow singles player in his 40s. So that's fun for me to see.
You're in good company.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a great player. Was of course a tennis player. Was teaching tennis full time and has transitioned to teaching pickleball full-time there in the Chicago area.
Well, he is married with twin girls at home.
Oh, boy.
I know. Double trouble. Beautiful passing shot there from Cincola.
Great shot. See the replay here. He's done that a couple times already early in the match. And just a beautiful inside out.
Gets the thumbs up from Navratil. And I have to say, the way that Cincola has been playing this tournament, I mean, if he's going to beat Zane Navratil, it might be today. based on how he has been playing. Navratil certainly has his work cut up for him.
Yeah, and you know, Zane still has a great serve, but of course he's not allowed to use that Zane saw serve that was so deadly. Great cross-court volley there by Zane. You see the replay here, just creates a great angle. Cincola not able to get to it.
Zane does still, of course, have that one-handed spin serve that is still allowed, as does Cincola. He has kind of a pinching spin serve as well. So definitely that is still legal here, especially on the APP Tour. So we follow USA Pickleball rules. Oh.
A little bit of a slip there by Zane. Recovers.
Oh, what a point. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Oh no,
there.
oh my gosh. The crowd is screaming. People are screaming.
Wow. Nice play. We see the replay here, clips the net also on that one.
Oh, Zane just tries to keep it right next to that line and just out.
That shot just
oh my gosh.
missed, but the ATP was going to be in.
Goes a little wide, trying to get that angle. Of course, these guys, they know each other's games so well, playing with each other, so they really know what to expect here out of this match, and I think they both know what they're going to need to do to make it happen. And we have a timeout here from Navratil as he is trailing 5-1 here in game 1 of this gold medal match for our men's pro singles. You can tell he has been playing phenomenally. He's missing those sidelines. He's trying to push it at those angles, but that's what Cincola is doing. He's playing so well. Navratil knows he's going to have to be getting those sidelines to be able to get it past him.
Right.
And when you're trying to do that, you're going to, inevitably miss some of those because you're trying to get that angle, which we're seeing. So he definitely needs to tighten that up just a little bit, get back in here. But Cincola so far in control right now here in game 1.
Yeah, he's playing very confident, swinging out. He's had some great forehand passes, a couple inside out, and then we saw the cross-court roll pass that he hit. And, of course, Zane knows much better than I do, so Zane knows what to do against John. Not sure if he's going to try to maybe attack the backhand side a little more, since John's forehand side right now seems to be on fire. There he goes, trying to go to the backhand, but he runs around it, hits an inside out forehand, kind of drop there, a little roll.
Mm-hmm. He does like to run around that forehand a lot.
Still trying to go to the backhand, was able to
miss hit there from Navratil, but keeps it in. And you went over and checked out kind of the sun situation on that far end, and you said it actually wasn't as terrible as it might seem.
Right, it's not too bad unless you're looking to the corner where we are from the other side. Zane just misses that up the line pass. And so kind of the angle that where Zane is right now, looking towards this corner, is where the sun is. Just misses there.
You'll definitely hear Cincola on some of the shots. If he misses them, he's very vocal to himself about, his frustration and what he needs to do.
A little short on the return, but manages to get that next volley. Notice on Cincola's serve, he likes to use his paddle to sort of get a grip on the ball. Mm-hmm. Just misses up the line.
Yeah, he's not using the paddle to spin it. He sort of like sets it on it to hold it, get ready, and then kind of spins it up in his hand
uses
after
it
that.
A base to just get a grip on the ball with his hand. Certainly allowed. nice. That ball was dipping. Yeah, so nicely. Sometimes it's not the power so much in the pass, but how much the ball dips below the tape makes for a very difficult volley. Oh, just a beautiful drop by Cincola. Just so much touch. So much touch there. That's a very difficult shot to hit.
You can see that ball has so much backspin. It bounces away from Navratil, almost into that pole.
Yeah.
Even though he gets himself up there, that ball goes away from him. He's not able to get it. But
yeah, and you know, if Zane can't get to that ball, you know it was an amazing shot because he gets to everything.
And Navratil kind of, I would say, gaining a little bit of a reputation for occasionally a bit of a slow starter, and then he kind of comes on hot in the middle and able to overtake his partners, or opponents, excuse me. So we'll see if that's the case again here today.
Nice get by Cincola, but just leaves it a little too high. We see the replay there. Just gets a paddle on it. But of course, kind of an easy put away there for Zane Navratil. Had a lot of court to work with there.
All right, and there's the timeout from Cincola as Navratil now just 2 points away from tying it up here. Definitely getting that momentum building here, which Cincola is all too familiar with, having played against him. I've seen many of their matchups, and again, Cincola will be out in front or will take one game perhaps, and it seems like he's really poised to be able to win the match, and then Navratil just kind of comes from behind and overtakes him. So I think he knows the crucialness of him needing to stay out ahead and not let Navratil warm back up and get hot. So good timeout here, as he's certainly feeling that coming on, and he's going to try to avoid that at all costs here.
Yeah, and at that point it can become it's more of a mental thing, right? A little bit of you need a breakthrough to finally close one out against somebody that you have not been able to beat. Great volley cross court. Good recovery by Navratil. Beautiful pass up the line. Well placed. Maybe needed a little more. Get it a little closer to that corner. Of course, easier said than done, but Navratil manages to pass him up the line. Just misses inside out. Again, we talked about this yesterday. You see John, he's a big guy, so you kind of expect him to have a lot of power. Whereas Zane, a smaller guy, but yet still generates so much power because of the speed of his paddle. Nice angle, cross-court forehand by Cincola. Navratil kind of expecting it to maybe go up the line, but he is able to get outside that ball and just pull it using his wrist to kind of get outside that ball. Beautiful.
Ooh. All right, Cincola feeling it again.
Yeah, he's
really
got that
great timeout.
Forehand that he's really just hitting very, very sharp. The spin is great. The ball's dipping, even though he's hitting it really hard. There he goes again. Just misses with that volley. Navratil calls another timeout.
All right, Cincola up 9-5 here in game one of this gold medal match. Somebody asking, Daniel, can you comment on what grip Cincola is using? Can't tell if it's Eastern or semi-Western.
Yeah, it's probably Eastern. So I'll have to look at it more closely. But by the way he's hitting the ball, he's certainly generating Nice topspin there, letting his hand go to be able to get that ball to dip, which is pretty common with tennis players, on especially the forehand side. They go more to a kind of a stronger forehand grip, but you can't quite go as in tennis to a full Western without the strings. It's just very difficult to get under the ball, but you see it even on his serve. On his serve, he uses the same grip that he hits his forehand with, which is pretty common, so that he can get under it and get that roll. It's just beautiful. You see it again, that dip, the ball just dipping down at Navratil's feet. We see here on the replay.
Just so much topspin on
So
that
much
ball to
topspin.
drop that down. I don't think people realize how much spin these pros get on their shots. And it is a game point here for John Cincola, but he puts that serve into the net.
Yeah, maybe a little tentative. He's been going much higher over the net on his previous serves. I don't know if he just got a little tentative knowing that it's game point, which can certainly happen.
Well, I mean,
Zane returns a favor.
All right, so
They must be good friends. I mean, you know. Let's see what he does with this serve here. I want to see him go for the high over the net, trying to create some depth, and he goes medium. Again, I thought he was a little tentative even with that serve. Just landed much shorter than his previous serves have been.
5-10, Navratil. A little bit of work to do here.
Okay, he's got another opportunity there. I want to see him really go for this serve. Nothing extreme, but what he's been doing previously. Oh, beautiful.
I think that ball might have been out on the sideline that Navratil played, but John Cincola just played phenomenal that entire game, kind of exploiting some of the weaknesses in Navratil's game here for game one. So a very exciting game one to start, and John Cincola on his way here to perhaps his first tournament win over Navratil. We'll take a short break. Game number 2 coming up right after this. Welcome back, everyone. Lauren McLaughlin along with Daniel Roditi here courtside for game number 2 of our men's pro singles gold medal match, which is kicking off here momentarily. We have John Cincola taking on Zane Navratil, masquerading as J.W. Johnson apparently. But I think everyone should be able to tell the difference. But John Cincola taking game 1 here in our gold medal match. And we do have an update for you guys at home, which we just found out. Leah Jansen and Lauren Stratman had to pull out of the bronze medal match for women's pro doubles. As some people at home may know, Leah Jansen has diabetes, and she kind of struggles with that occasionally. She's definitely taking it very seriously, and that's been a little hard to manage this morning, and they decided her health was certainly more important than trying to play. So we are, of course, sad to not see that matchup. But Lauren Stratman and Leah Jansen are our bronze medalists here for women's pro doubles, which means Andrea Koop and Jessie Irvin move through to the gold medal match to take on Irina Tereshchenko and Vivian David.
Cincola just misses there on a high forehand volley there.
All right, I think Navratil knows here in game 2 what is on the line.
That's a beautiful shot by Zane there.
You're going to see him be very aggressive here in game 2.
Good return by Cincola. Had an opportunity there with that backhand volley, just was not able to generate enough angle. And Zane was able to go up the line, just out of the reach of Cincola. Up to a little bit of a lead here, 3-1.
I think we're going to see a lot of Navratil trying those passing shots when he's not able to get up to that kitchen. And a timeout quickly here for John Cincola in game 2 of this gold medal match as Navratil rolling very quickly to a 4-1 lead here. And I think once again, like game 1, we saw that timeout from Cincola as Navratil was kind of picking up steam.
Right.
So he knows how important it is to kind of ice him down as much as possible. And we talked about, you know, how crucial timeouts are, and especially in singles even more so, because sometimes if somebody gets rolling and they get too far ahead, you might not be able to catch them. So knowing the right time to quickly take those timeouts and slow down the momentum, try and get it back on your side, make some adjustments is very key in the singles game.
Yeah, and you know, Cincola, you know, is probably thinking about a couple of those volleys that he had. He had a high forehand volley that he put in the net to give the side out to Zane. Then he went for that backhand drop that we saw in the previous game, where he executed perfectly in game 1 and just missed on that one there. So he needs to move past that. Obviously, it's hard not to think about those opportunities, but he needs to just move on and focus on the next point. And great, he gets a side out here, opportunity to kind of at least stop the train for a second and have an opportunity to narrow the gap. Let's see how he plays this point, if he's going to remain aggressive as he was in game 1.
Oh,
great
my
get.
gosh. How did he even get
Amazing
that?
get. We couldn't even see him for where we were sitting. That's how wide he was. Does get a paddle on it, but of course Zane is right there to just push the ball into the wide open court. I felt like Cincola was kind of getting under those forehands, hitting them a lot higher than he had in game 1, but he does manage to get a side out here by a missed serve by Navratil. Again, that forehand, he swung a lot. He seemed more confident in that one, but still got under it. Is not having the same kind of dip that we saw in game 1 with that forehand. Nice deep return. Oh, wow.
I like that he had to go for that lob because Cincola was right there.
Right.
He really didn't have any other option, so he tried to flick it up over him, which did catch Cincola off guard, but he, you know, having to run up to that line made him put too much on it.
Yeah, it was there. It was open. He sees that. That's why you see a little bit of the frustration. He saw the opening on the cross-court backhand and just misses putting it on the tape.
Coming up next, we will have our men's doubles bronze medal match. That's going to be Callan Dawson and Spencer Smith taking on Dylan Frazier and Zane Navratil.
Again, goes for that drop. Wow.
Oh, nice job.
Beautifully
by
played
Cincola.
by Cincola. He's using those drops really, really well. He's, I think he's gotten 3 out of 4 that he's attempted, and it's risky against Zane, but he's executed them really well. Goes for that lob again, but just overhits it. He's had several opportunities here. He's had several side outs, opportunities to narrow the gap with his serve, but hasn't been able to capitalize.
Been on 4-1 here for quite a few rallies.
Yep. Nice deep volley. Oh, it just clips the net.
Cincola was doing so great on defense, just making Navratil keep hitting one more shot. That last one clips the net. Fortunately, sails over Cincola's paddle. And Navratil finally breaks off a 4. 5-1 here in game 2.
Yeah, just Just misses with that forehand.
Wow.
Calls another timeout.
This is second and final timeout early here in game 2. I mean, he does understand, the importance again of he's made a couple mistakes that frustrate him. Navratil's getting a little hot, so I think it's a good timeout. It is his final one, though, so if, Navratil continues to roll here, he can't use a timeout to try and stop him, so that will have to be some in-court adjustments. Looks like Cincola is stretching a little bit as well during this timeout, so he might be feeling a little tight. It's been a long weekend.
Yeah, and I think he knows, as you mentioned, they were kind of stuck in that 4-1, and then Navratil was able to roll off a couple points, and Cincola knows they can get away really, really fast, and so probably just needed to see if he could slow it down, get a side out here, and then try to capitalize. He did have several side outs at 4-1, was not able to capitalize on those opportunities. Let's see if this timeout pays off for him.
Navratil, I think, thought about coming up and taking that ball out of the air as Cincola left it a little high, but decides to let it drop.
Right. Yeah, Cincola a little fortunate there. Zane normally will make that shot, but he'll take it and have his opportunity here to see if he can score some points. Zane knew exactly where Cincola was going. He ran there before Cincola even made contact, but just leaves it short on the net.
All right, Navratil, of course, must win this game, too, to force the game 3 tiebreaker. That one sails wide, unfortunately, for Navratil.
Yeah, clips in it again, but this time it doesn't stay in and goes out.
And again, we talked about last night in our gold medal match for our senior men's doubles. Cincola will have to not only win another game here, but he'll have to win the tiebreaker match to 15 as he's coming through our consolation bracket. So still a lot of work to do for him to come out on top here over Navratil.
Just beautiful pass by Navratil. Sort of what we saw from Cincola in game 1, that inside-out forehand that just dips so nicely. No way to get that ball. That's another.
What a get from Cincola, though, previously. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness.
See the replay there. Just a nice.
Cincola just
Well
smiles.
played.
And
yeah,
laughs.
he smiled. There's not much you can do there.
All right, 8-1, and again, Cincola out of timeouts. There is no stopping it.
Just misses
Now.
long with that return. Deep return, yeah, forces Zane to try to go for a lot well behind that baseline because of that nice deep return that Cincola hit, and it was nice and high, so it allowed him to get to the kitchen and get set. Just a beautiful two-handed pass up the line. He just set himself up, paused for just a second, and then crushed
he just needs
it.
7 more of them now.
Yes. But as we talked about yesterday during one of the matches, that it's important to, even if you obviously you want to win the game, but even if you lose it, you want to feel like you hit some shots that you're looking to hit, so that it can hopefully roll into game 3. Just a beautiful ball by Cincola, rolling it cross court. That's we saw him do that a couple times in game 1. Does it again. Okay. Once again, hits across court a little bit higher, but Zane wasn't quite in position.
Had to reach a little too much for that.
Yeah, just left his paddle a little bit open, sailed it. Nice job by Cincola.
Very aggressive.
You see the overhead here. Cincola's able to place it so nicely there across court, nice and low. Allows him to come up and takes advantage of it. Comes up and takes it out of the air.
And I
just misses.
I to see a timeout from Navratil, and
Yep.
he read my mind.
Right there.
So Navratil has those timeouts to use. And he's feeling, Cincola's getting a little hot here. Now trailing by just 4.
Yeah, you can
instead
tell
of
there.
7.
In the just as even as he was walking to his chair, there's he's walking a little faster. He's certainly feeling more confident. And obviously still a lot of work to do, as you mentioned. He's got a few points to tie and then be able to hopefully take the match in 2, forcing that tie break. Not easy to do, though, against Zane.
Again, just a reminder, we will have that men's pro doubles bronze medal match coming up next here on Championship Court here at the APP Mesa Open for our medal match Sunday. The stands are about half full here now in this beautiful stadium court. People have been coming in all day, and I assume will continue to as we get through our matches.
Nice deep serve by Cincola.
Oh,
and again,
beautiful.
just kind of sort of bunts that ball up the line. Not a big backswing. He knows that Navratil's closing in. Has to take that ball early and push it up the line before Navratil can get there to cover. Oh, and then he just dumps a serve in the middle of the net.
And again, he doesn't lose any points on that, of course, just the serve. But when he's had that momentum rolling,
exactly.
it's a bit of a
momentum
heartbreaker.
Killer there, especially when Zane's only 2 points away from closing out this game. And there we see, him capitalize on that inside out forehand. In moments like this, right here, it's very difficult to not think about that miss serve. Just giving Zane that opportunity, giving him a game point. Ooh.
Game point here, looking to force a game 3. And he gets it done with that. Again, the drop is just like an anchor off of a ship across the net. So Navratil able to come back, secure game 2 here in our gold medal match. We'll take it to a tiebreaker game 3, and we'll see whether or not we need to pull out that tiebreaker match to 15 out of the back pocket. Right after this, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone, to Championship Court 1. You can see we have quite a few people in our stands here watching this gold medal match here for our men's pro singles bracket. Zane Navratil taking on John Cincola. Beautiful stadium court here at Legacy Sports Complex in Mesa, Arizona. I imagine these stands will continue to fill up as we get into our day. These people are loving this high-level pickleball, really getting into these points. I love hearing, we hear the gasp of the crowd, the cheer of the crowd on some of these exchanges. So game number 3 kicking off right now. Zane Navratil on the far end, looking to take that gold medal here in game 3, while Cincola must win this to force the tiebreaker match to 15 if he wants a shot at that gold medal. And his first ever tournament win against Navratil. Squared off quite a few times. Oh.
Yeah, Zane reads that ball well. He knew Cincola was going to go up the line, and he was able to get over there quickly to be able to put a little more on that volley. There's that drop volley again.
Oh, and he misses it. He says, I had the entire court to work with after Navratil. Navratil goes for the Ernie. The ball wasn't even there, didn't come anywhere close to him, but he anticipated that John might do that.
Yeah, he almost
then
could
he
have
went for the
kicked it
lob.
into the court.
Hate to see it.
Nice. Sharp volleys by Cincola. Goes for that lob again. This time lands in. Nice.
Oh, wow.
Well, he uses that drop volley so well. Again, risky against someone like Zane, who is not only fast, but is very good at the cat and mouse game. But certainly Cincola feels very confident in his ability to drop that ball. And it works out for him in that one. Deep return, just misses on that back line.
No, I think he got it.
No, I mean the return was long.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Just leaves that that ball a little too high. Zane is able to hit it down with that backhand, keeping the ball really, really low. I think Cincola was frustrated with his attempt at the pass, just leaving it too high for Navratil. Nice volley there. Zane is there, but just misses on his attempt to try to pass cross court. Tied at 1. Set himself up, hit a good lob, and had that forehand that we've seen several times, him make that shot, that pass, but he just misses it.
Still 1-1 here in game 3. Our players will switch ends at 6. It's going to be a little long, and Navratil takes his first lead of game 3.
Yeah, that ball dipping nicely to Cincola's backhand side. Says nice shot, just knew it was too tough to pick up. Nice long exchange here. Wow. Cincola basically goes right into the chairs.
Oh, goodness. I mean,
Just
look
the
at these
angles
angles
there, yep.
and the cat and mouse.
Just doesn't quite get there, but Zane does an incredible job creating that angle. Cincola anticipated maybe him going up the line, but
I was wondering if Cincola was going to call a timeout.
yeah,
We saw
same time as
yep,
I think
in
that
game
4-1,
2.
right?
Mm-hmm. And again, especially after, a really good, intense rally.
Right.
Cincola's tumbling into the chairs on the side to get that last one.
Yep.
It's a good timeout, not only to stall the momentum, but, just take a break for yourself. A little recovery.
Right.
Focus. So in singles, a lot of people during timeouts, you're strategizing with your partner. You're talking with your partner. What in singles, what's John thinking about right now? Is he just kind of refocusing, trying to calm himself? Are you working through strategies, trying to talk to yourself?
Yeah, and I think certainly, as we've mentioned, Cincola knows Navratil very well, right? He knows what he's going to get from Zane. I think he's just really focusing on I would think executing his return here, trying to get a side out, try to calm himself down a little bit, knowing that if he just gets a side out here, he has an opportunity to narrow that gap. And he's able to do just that. Certainly after that long exchange, there can be fatigue. A lot more for some of us than for others, but goes with the left hand and drops it.
Some good pickups there.
Yeah, that cross-court forehand by Cincola that we've seen several times just wasn't able to get as much angle and keep it as low as he has in the in the previous attempts. This one just kind of stays up a little bit more. Nice deep serve by Navratil. Yeah, followed by a great pass.
And those are things, I mean, Cincola's playing amazing. Sometimes your opponent just hits too good of a shot.
Right.
There's no countering it. It's just too good. You just have to, you know, tip your hat to them.
The ref just verifying what the call was. The call was out on that inside-out forehand. We lost another ball.
There's so many people over there. Did they not see it? I'm just like.
Do they not know that part of sitting in the bleachers is you got to be a ball boy as well?
Ball recovery. You sign up for that
ball
when
girl,
you
ball
walked
boy.
in.
Yeah. Cincola seems like he wanted that ball back.
Again, we'll switch ends at 6 here.
Just beautiful backhand up the line. We've seen that one a few times. Creates the angle with that little slice drop there. See how far Zane is. He knows he's got that full court to be able to push the ball up the line. Does a great job. Yeah, I thought he was going to go for that cross-court ball. Just he kind of stood up a little bit, made the ball come up. In previous shots, he's stayed down nicely, which helps to keep that ball down. But he kind of stood up and lifted the ball a little too much.
All right, Navratil looking to get that 6th point and trigger the end change here in Game 3 of our gold medal match. And he does indeed with that short serve, which kind of forced Cincola to come in. Gave Navratil a lot more to work with.
Yeah,
so
and I think
switch ends here.
Cincola was kind of leaning to the. Sometimes you see players get past, and the ball's not that far from them, and you wonder why they didn't make an attempt. Really, what it is Cincola is just leaning to the right, expecting the ball to go to his forehand. Instead, Zane goes the other way, and there's just not much you can do. You're kind of anticipating one thing. You get a different shot, so there's no way you can get that ball.
We just saw Vivian David high
with
kicking
her leg kicks.
way.
I saw that from here
through the screen in her warm up. We're going to see some of those during the match, I have
yeah.
no doubt. Dylan Frazier and Andrea Koop having a little chat over there as well. So we have lots of pros here getting ready for their matches here on Championship Court as we go through our medal rounds. Coming up next is going to be that bronze medal match for our men's pro doubles. Dylan Frazier with partner Zane Navratil, who he needs to wait for this match to get done.
Yeah, just beautiful backhand there by Zane, keeping the ball so low. Zane likes to go to the back barrier here, touches that every time before every point.
Nice job by Cincola. A lot of players, especially lower levels as well, the ball clips that net and they kind of flail or freak out a little. You saw Cincola there stayed so calm, steady, just waited that extra half second that he needed to readjust. Get a good panel on that.
Yeah, Cincola he painted the lines. He hit a great serve out wide to Navratil, followed by an approach that Zane was not sure if it was in or not on the other sideline, the opposite sideline. Asked the ref, but these guys are good friends. They're not going to make tight calls. Just a beautiful shot by Cincola. See the replay here. First pulls Zane out to that sideline and then uses, again, that left hand to get around the ball. Zane, as fast as he is, couldn't quite get to it. Oh, just a beautiful forehand there. Again, runs around his backhand and just lets go with that hand.
And we're going to have a timeout from Navratil here, as Cincola 2 points away from tying it up here in Game 3. And as a reminder, Navratil coming through our winner bracket into the gold medal match. So Cincola must defeat him here in Game 3 to force that tiebreaker match to 15. And then that match will determine our gold and silver medalists, as Navratil is undefeated here today. So he will need to...
They're having a nice chat there during the timeout.
Again, they're drilling partners. They practice together. They're good friends and have been for several years now. So they're certainly fierce competitors when they're on that court, but they are good buddies no matter what, and no matter how this turns out here today. All right, back from this timeout here taken by Navratil. See if he can get that side out, or if Cincola will keep it rolling here.
Goes for the lob there. Another lob.
And that's sometimes what you're hoping for. You make your opponent hit one more shot, hope for the error, and you
just
see there.
Just trying to stay in the point. And, those are not easy overheads, because Cincola is really hitting them pretty high. You have to time it just right. Gets that. Oh, that's just an incredible shot. Inside out forehand. Again, dipping so much. And, for the viewers out there, especially if you are, like to play singles or want to increase pace on your drives, even in doubles, I'll make a comment about that here after this point. Nice drop there by Cincola. Just forces Zane to go for the pass up the line. When you're hitting a drive, singles or doubles, you got to relax your hand. A lot of players are so stiff when they're hitting the ball, and they wonder why they can't generate that power. Yeah, once again, that's what we see with both Cincola and Navratil and any of these players who have a lot of power. It's not about how big and strong they are. It's actually how relaxed their hand is as they're contacting the ball, and really letting go with that hand versus keeping it kind of stiff.
Well, Cincola is nothing but on fire right now here in this third game. Navratil gets a much-needed side out after Cincola has been rolling here. And with the 2-point lead, 2 points away from forcing that tiebreaker match. We'll see if Navratil can answer here.
Nice volleys by Cincola. Goes for that drop again. Just beautifully played. Again, he knows that Zane's going to get to a lot of those, but anticipates well, and then is able to get around that ball with the forehand. Just plays a perfect ball that impossible for Zane to get back. We'll see if he can close out this game here. Yeah, great volley by Navratil, pulling Cincola from one corner to the other and just leaving way too much court open to be able to put the ball away. Another side out. Ooh. Bad toss there. Certainly allowed to toss the ball again as long as you don't touch it with your paddle. Just a poorly played lob there by Cincola. I would have liked to see him do that forehand cross, and he just, right as I said that, he points at that corner where he should have hit it. Especially he's been so successful with it. He's been able to use that cross-court forehand roll, and just made a poor choice there with the lob. He knew it immediately, of course. And now 1 point away from tying it up. Clips the net on that serve. Stays up a little short. What a
heartbreaker. 2 net cords in one rally.
That's tough.
Really tough. And we're gonna. Cincola's asking if he
yeah.
has a timeout, and he does. Just as the fighter jets are flying overhead. So I think a good timeout here. Obviously,
Right.
Navratil's tied it up at 9s. This will be a crucial next point. Cincola will either get the side out or Navratil will get on a match point for the gold medal. Then upping it even more, you can see Cincola just taking some deep breaths, eyes closed, focusing. Really like to see that clearly. He's just, he's trying to focus, calm himself down. Nice deep breaths, and he knows what he needs to do. We saw it on that last one when specifically you said you'd like to see him do something else. He knew that. He was like, why did I do that? He knows what he needs to do.
Exactly.
He just needs to execute here and make the correct shot selection.
Yeah, he knows he's right there. Obviously, he badly needs a side out here, not allowing Zane to get to match point. Needs to really execute this. This return is crucial for him. Nice deep return. Continues to go to that backhand side. It's a great shot. Pushed.
Oh my gosh!
Zane returns at Ernie.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What a point!
Incredibly played.
Navratil.
We see some frustration by
So
Navratil.
upset,
Cincola reads that well, hits it so hard, but Navratil's able to get it. And good composure by Cincola to stay focused in that point. He says it's so there. He felt like he had it. You could even see him as he was striking that ball, following it forward, anticipating a really good shot. It just sails it wide. Wow, just an incredible shot by Navratil, showing some emotion there, rightly so.
So you just working Cincola there at that kitchen line.
Dip that paddle below the ball, able to get under it and roll it.
Gold medal match point here for Navratil.
Pushes the ball nice and deep. Goes for that drop again. Oh wow.
That ball.
That would have been a pretty amazing way to finish the match.
Oh.
Cincola stays alive. Trying to tie it up here. Oh, just a beautiful forehand cross court. Another ball in the stands here. Just incredible shots by both of these players. Navratil calls a timeout.
It's going to be his second and final timeout.
Yeah, notice he waited until Cincola was ready to serve before calling that timeout.
Took every second.
Yeah, that's a veteran move.
Mm-hmm.
There's that one, and then there's you kick the ball to the corner, which I like to do. just trying to catch my breath.
Your opponent gives you the ball. I didn't see it. Don't know where it is.
Yeah, not sure where the ball is. I'll crawl under the stands if I need to. Just whatever to buy myself some time.
Yes, and for everyone at home, just a quick reminder update. If you missed it earlier, Leah Jansen and Lauren Stratman withdrew from our women's pro doubles bronze medal match. Leah Jansen, you may or may not know, has diabetes and struggles sometimes keeping that in check. So it was a little wonky this morning. I think they rightly decided her health is obviously more important than trying to play. So they decided to withdraw. They will be our bronze medalists here today. So Andrea Koop and Jessie Irvin go through to our gold medal match in women's pro doubles. Wow.
Great get by Cincola. Actually made a very good shot off that forehand, but Navratil is there. Of course, he's got the whole court. All he had to do is just get it over the net, which of course he does.
This is going to be a nail biter.
This is an amazing match. Great deep return by Cincola. Zane so fast, gets to the ball. And there's that cross court put away volley once again to get the side out. an opportunity to give himself a match point here, possibly, if he's able to capitalize.
Still tied at 10s.
There it is again, just paints the line.
What a shot. It's gone.
Zane was wondering if that ball stayed in or not. Kind of told himself, call the ball out. And again, these guys are such great friends. They don't want to make a bad call. They really don't want. And so sometimes they do that to a fault, maybe missing and kind of letting it out ball and letting it be called in.
Game point here. Match point
Just
for Cincola.
misses.
Oof,
Oh, inside out. And again, we've seen that shot. He's hit that shot so many times. He's missed it the last couple attempts that he's had. But now Navratil has to get 3 points.
There's one of them.
Just amazing shots by both of these guys. Been passing so well. And even the ones they miss are missing by just inches. Back tied at 11. Great get by Cincola. That was a very difficult volley that he got there. Zane Navratil's shot was so low. Cincola did an amazing job being able to get that ball.
Match point is gone now for Cincola, as he must now get 2 points again to force that tiebreaker,
Just
and one
rips.
down the line.
I mean, it's
Navratil
just incredible
just has to
forehand. I
applaud.
mean, you see the replay here. The ball is so low and just paints a line once again with that forehand.
And that match point is back here for Cincola to force the tiebreaker to 15.
Is that one too high? Good recovery. Oh, just misses.
All right. And we will carry on here in game 3.
Yeah, he just left. That first attempt was too high, which just gave Navratil a chance to be on the offensive, and getting Cincola to be scrambling to try to get back into the point. Was not able to do it.
Cincola's been so steady with those blocks off
He
of
hasn't
Navratil's
missed that
drive.
many of them, yeah.
It's a surprising miss there that he hasn't hit for quite a while.
Right.
Tied at 12s now.
Good deep return. Forces Navratil to hit off a back foot. Very difficult to pass from that far behind the baseline, especially when Cincola's been hitting the ball so well at the kitchen line. You know your shot has to almost be perfect. We see it from the other side now. Navratil has not missed too many of those, but he does that time. And
another match point for Cincola. Can he finally get it done?
Oh, clips a net. Gets the ball in the corner.
He's going to get it.
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow, what an amazing
Cincola,
match.
what a get right there. That was it. Unbelievable. Wow. So John Cincola has defeated Zane Navratil in the 2 out of 3 portion here of our gold medal match. Our players will have, I think, up to 10 minutes before they play our tiebreaker match to 15. Unless we're not having a tiebreaker match to 15? I guess we should have clarified whether or not we were doing that today.
I think they are.
I would think so, but we'll double check. We'll take a quick break, guys, and be back with the answer to that. I think we have a tiebreaker match to 15, but I'm not positive. So we'll get clarification on that and be right back after this break. Welcome back, everyone. It has already been an absolutely thrilling gold medal match so far here in our men's pro singles gold medal match. We have Zane Navratil and John Cincola facing off. John Cincola has defeated Zane Navratil in the 2 out of 3 portion. It did go to 3 games, but pulled out a win right at the end over Zane Navratil in game 3. So we do have our tiebreaker match to 15 about to kick off right now. If you're watching on YouTube, we just put a poll up asking you guys who you think is going to win this match to 15. If it is Cincola, this will be his first tournament victory over Zane Navratil ever. So it would be quite the accomplishment for him. He has played absolutely out of his mind all weekend, especially here in singles. And he continues to do so as we kick off here in our match to 15. Lauren McLaughlin and Daniel Roditi here on the mic all day. And Cincola opted to start on the far end here. Our players will switch ends at 8. Oh, and the exact same shot again down that line.
Yeah, Cincola just starting off so confident here in the tiebreak game. Love seeing him come back in that third game after losing the second, especially given what you've shared about him not being able to beat Navratil in the tournament. Just misses with that lead court.
And Navratil actually had a couple match points
right
in that third game, so you could definitely sense his very high level of frustration after not being able to close that out.
Cincola likes to keep his volleys. They look short, but they're so low, they're difficult to do a whole lot with them. He chooses not to push them deep. This has been such an incredible match.
The 2 out of 3 portion went an hour.
That's incredible.
So quite a match indeed.
I would have called the medics by now. Just misses cross court there.
And as a reminder, our men's pro doubles gold medal match, bronze medal match is coming up next.
Couldn't quite hear what John was telling himself on that forehand.
And you've mentioned it. We've seen, Cincola really loves that forehand. He'll run around the ball to hit that forehand specifically,
right,
versus a backhand a lot. Oh,
almost the
what a get
identical
from
shot
Navratil, though.
Almost the identical shot that he won that third game with. High forehand. That's just a beautiful shot. And as you mentioned, he likes to run around that backhand to hit a forehand, but he has also done a great job passing with that backhand up the line.
He has the skills on no matter where.
Absolutely.
If he has the opportunity, though, he's going to do that forehand.
Yeah, he feels more comfortable with that, especially running around the backhand. You can generate. You have the option there to go inside out with the forehand, which we've seen him do, or go up the line, which of course he's done that a few times as well. There he goes again. Goes for that same up the line shot, misses it long.
Good eye from Navratil. Navratil definitely, you've seen him kind of throw his hands in the air, shaking his hand. He's very frustrated here in how this match to 15 has started for him.
A well-placed backhand volley pulling Zane wide, leaving the court open. There's that shot we were just talking about. Just pushes it up the line.
If you're Navratil and you're getting beat down this sideline multiple times, what is your adjustment?
You know, I'd like to see him maybe go attack up the middle, up that center line, because Cincola has been so good both kind of bunting that ball up the line with his backhand, with a short backswing, but also running around with the forehand and hitting both sidelines. So maybe attacking up the center line, take away some of those shots. I mean, Zane hit a great shot there, but we see Cincola hits an even better shot from such a low spot. Just
Right
catches
on
that
that
line,
line.
yeah. There's not a whole lot right now that Zane can do. It's just that he misses that return.
A timeout here for Navratil?
Probably.
Or he's gonna, oh, he's
He
powering
might give it one
through.
more. Maybe thinking, okay, I'll give it one more. I might call it. And there's that shot.
This is this is Cincola's match to lose right now. He is absolutely dominating right now.
Yeah, so to kind of what we were just talking about, going to those sidelines is not working for Navratil right now. He needs to push the ball to the middle. And there he gets a ball that he would like to get. You know, that backhand volley with kind of an open court there, cross court, but he just misses it.
This is an unexpected start to this match, I have to say, after the way Game 3 started. I think Navratil certainly has it within him to get back into this match to 15.
Yeah.
Right now, again, Cincola, those nice, long, deep breaths, calming himself. He is in control 100% right now. There has been no sort of hesitation. He's hitting every shot he wants to. Right now, you know, all the pressure is on Navratil to make the adjustments, get back in this match, not let John have these shots that he's just hitting so well. And like you mentioned, he can't be returning the ball to that corner.
There he goes more to the middle.
Exactly what he wants.
Oh, great try by Cincola, but he did what we just talked about. He returned to the middle, not giving him as much of an angle. Worked out for him and managed to get that side out.
Beautiful. You can see Navratil definitely is going to use that to kind of fuel him here.
Right.
After the end change, he is still looking to even get on the board. Excuse me, 1-8. Just got on the board.
Got on the board, yeah. His eyes got big, saw the opening there, and just misses it. Got a little excited. I think the pressure, I know you were mentioning the pressure on Navratil. I think the pressure on Cincola is more mental, right? Of just being able to close out, as you've said. He hasn't been able to beat him in a tournament. And this is not just a tournament, gold medal match, right? And so maybe just getting past that mental pressure that he must be feeling.
I think certainly winning the 2 out of 3 helps.
Yes.
That mental,
yes.
Giving him just super confidence going into this tiebreaker match.
Yeah, the only thing is when you're in that situation, you don't feel like you beat him because you have another one.
That's true.
So
Navratil just continuing to go to the same spot. All right, Navratil calls that out, and it's overruled.
Got overruled.
Cincola thought that was good. The ref confirms he saw it in as well. Unfortunate because Navratil was there and just kind of stopped playing after a good rally for him.
Zane again goes for what he thought was an earning opportunity, thinking Cincola was going to go up the line, and doesn't do that.
I'm still surprised there's been no timeout here from Navratil at all.
Right. We saw a couple of those go Navratil's way earlier in the match, clipping the net and staying in. This time Cincola
I have this like history being made feeling in my gut right now.
Surprise, like you said. No timeout yet. It's 11-2.
I just...
Well played there by Navratil, just moving Cincola from side to side. Let's see if he can get back into this match. Beautiful. Cincola says too good.
Navratil really going after those serves. Catches the line, just the net just at the end, and then Navratil can't quite squeak it over.
Yeah, he anticipated that drop really well. He was moving. He could see that Cincola was going to do that. Of course, he's done that several times in this match, and I'm sure during practice as a shot that he hits. And Navratil anticipated well, but just did not execute.
We have a correct ball, I think. Switching that out. You have to think, we talk so much about how, you know, Cincola has never beaten Navratil in a tournament, so he kind of has all this, you know, mentalness of knowing he's never beaten Zane. But Zane, on the other hand, has never been beaten, so it almost, you know, he's right now knowing that this would be historical for John Cincola to finally beat him in a tournament, and that has to certainly make him feel like, you know, he needs to play perfectly, and he certainly has not here in this tiebreaker match to 15.
Yeah, and my guess is in their practice matches, I would assume he's lost a few to Cincola, so he certainly knows Cincola's more than capable in terms of his ability. Just misses wide. As the ref, he confirms ball was wide.
.312. All right, if he can get about 7 more of those, I think he can at least feel a little more comfortable. But the way Cincola has been playing, I don't think he's going to get as many chances as he'd like.
Yeah, you feel like he's got to go on like a
He's got to go on a
6-point run at least, you know, to really put some pressure. Calls a timeout, Cincola does.
Like again, he's up by 7.
Right.
But Navratil's gotten just a couple points here, and he knows if Navratil gets hot, that spells trouble for him. And he has been here before. He's been in front. You know, Navratil has been down quite a few times and come back.
Yeah.
More than capable. Again, the pickleball pendulum can swing so far in the other direction just like that. And especially if, you know, Navratil continues to go on a roll and Cincola takes that second and final timeout and then is out of timeouts then, and gives Navratil, you know, the room to run the rest of the match out. We'll see. I mean, I think Cincola, again, it's kind of his match to lose at this point.
Right.
He's been playing so well, and Navratil really is going to need to play perfect, really, the rest of this match if he wants to be able to have a shot at this gold medal.
Navratil goes for the lob. Frustrated with himself there. Again, lob effective. It's hard to see the ball under the tent.
Tried to hook it a little, it looked like.
Yeah.
Up and over that net. He didn't have the ATP, so he had to kind of hook it up over the net. Didn't quite get there.
Right, maybe the cross-court roll might have been a better option, but hard to do when you're running full speed at that ball. Great job by Cincola. Those were not easy volleys that he was hitting. He's so low below that net.
Great angle on that overhead. Just 3 points away from, I think, what will be John Cincola's first ever gold medal in a pro tournament in singles.
And he is 41. It's amazing, just the level of fitness. He's a big, strong guy, and playing amazing here today.
That ball rolls away from Navratil once again with that backspin.
Beautiful. He just seems in control.
He had been at 12 for a little while,
right.
So breaking off, I think.
Mentally, that's a huge, huge point there. The return.
Right
the
on
return
that
is
line.
just on the line.
So close.
And again, you see that ball coming, you want it to be out so badly, hoping it just sails. And again, these guys, we've said it, great friends. They're not going to make a tight call. Goes for that drop again.
Definitely.
Oh, he got it.
You got oof. Navratil, of course, very frustrated after that. Is it 13 or 14?
I guess we had the side out, and then he won that point on 12. So, yeah. I also thought it was 14, but I think we saw the side
Apologies.
out.
I thought this was going to be a match point here. I mean, I'm just going to make a bold prediction, Daniel. I think John Cincola is about to have his very first tournament win over Zane Navratil. He's playing absolutely phenomenally. Zane Navratil, more than capable, but not unless Cincola starts giving him something to work with, and he's not.
Just amazing. And, I love Zane, great guy, but would love to see John close this out.
He deserves it. He's been so close so many times. He's played phenomenally, and this is for a gold medal for John Cincola. Oh, he won't quite get it on that one, but I have no doubt he's going to have another crack at it here.
Yeah, and, I don't know if he thought about it, but in that moment, he knows chance of him winning that point, not very good there. He needs to save himself for the next chance he gets.
The disappointing.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
from
those
the crowd.
Those are always
All right, second gold medal double dip match point here for John Cincola. And again,
it's almost identical. Yes.
Yep. And again, I think John he's on 14. He's not going to kill himself to get that ball. He's not going to dive. He's not going to roll into the chairs. He knows, he just needs a side out. Navratil is down 9 points.
John calls it out. So I think it missed.
Navratil doesn't argue. I think he's,
Asks the ref, but confirms. Just very hard for the ref, too. This is
it's
far line.
It's far.
Oh,
And
there
that'll
it
get
is.
it done.
Wow.
John Cincola making history with his first ever tournament win over Zane Navratil. Not only the win, the double dip, coming through the back draw, defeating J.W. Johnson. Defeated a lot of amazing players here this weekend at the Mesa Open, so he deserves that gold medal.
Absolutely.
A big congrats to him. He played out of his mind. Some of the best I've ever seen John Cincola play, so a big congrats to him.
Yes.
And of course, Navratil will stay at the top. He's,
Yeah.
even the best get beat every once in a while. So
Of course.
he didn't have his best day here today, but he will be back in some other doubles matches. In fact, the next one coming up is going to be our men's pro doubles bronze medal match, and that's going to be Spencer Smith and Callan Dawson taking on Zane Navratil and Dylan Frazier. So Navratil's going to have to shake off that very disappointing loss, I'm sure, for him, and get back into it. It's a new match. It's a new day, new bracket, so we'll see what happens. But we're going to go talk to John Cincola over in our Franklin studio for sure about this historic win for him. Myself and Daniel Roditi will be back with that bronze medal match in our men's pro doubles right after this.